Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Listen, I don't have my tablet with me. It's not charged. So I can't see extra comments. I'm going to have to rely on Sheba for the comments today. But it is a hump day, and I am so elated to be here with you. Hey, I said, okay, they're coming in. Hey, Taylor Horn. Hello, hello, hello. Be sure to share this video if you are able to. Listen, we're making a really nice presence on YouTube. So we're grateful for all of our new YouTube subscribers. For the last 2 weeks, we've been, hitting a steady number with our new YouTube subscriptions. So we got to show a lot of love to YouTube. Hey, Danny and Jahan. Hey, 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 hey. Listen, I'm pulling it. Like I said, I had something I ate, didn't agree with me. So I'm just trying to put it together and push through. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, Rashawn, Laurent, everybody, Maxine Davis, share, 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 invite, invite, invite. Hey, Kevin, listen, before we get started, y'all, Los Angeles, Los Angeles, that COVID alert we just got scared the hell out of me about an hour ago, maybe 45 minutes ago. It hit over the phone, and it was like, y'all need to change that tone because you could give somebody a heart attack. I'm serious. That was like, I'm used to the Amber Alerts, but that when you see COVID and then you see your phone go off, you're like, oh my God, was I somewhere? Did they track it back to my phone? Hey, Bishop. Hey, everybody. Listen, I'm just saying, y'all need to turn the tone down on those alerts because you can scare the hell out of somebody. Okay. Listen, we have a lot going on. It is a nice, seasonable day here in Los Angeles. It's not too warm, and it's just right. I can deal with this. But listen, we as by in July. July didn't shake us up, but honey, I hope August is not waiting around the corner to wear us thin. Okay, August, please be nice to us. Okay, so um, is that ginger ale you're drinking? No, this is coconut water, and actually, okay, this is coconut water. Where's the camera? Okay, there it is right there. Coconut water, but this is the one with the pulp in it. I got the wrong one. So you keep getting all these bits and pieces. But this is coconut water because it replaces electrolytes when you lose electrolytes, such as potassium, as potassium and all kinds of magnesium and stuff. It's 102 in South Carolina. Oh, well, let me be quiet, Candace. I think we're about 84, 85. Let me be quiet before somebody be to threw a shoe at me. Okay, no pun intended. Greetings, Lawanda Gibson Crutcher. Let me get started because we do have a lot to get to. I usually wait till the 5 minute mark, but let's go ahead and get started. We have a health bulletin right out the gate, you guys. We have a health bulletin from McCormick Seasonings, a seasoning line everybody has in their cabinets right now. McCormick Seasonings, 32 states are affected, and they are recalling three seasonings due to a possible salmonella contamination. Um, so if you have these three seasonings and you bought them recently, throw them out. You can go to the website and check out for more information. And that is Perfect Pinch, Culinary Italian, um, Perfect Pinch, also Culinary Italian, and Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Ranch. Those three seasonings may be contaminated with salmonella. So please, looking at cabinets, you may have to get rid of those. Okay. Okay. So the Baldwin Hills Mall, y'all, if you're in LA, there was a local group that tried to put together some money. They were able to raise $115 million, but the mall declined that offer. That was the highest offer out of all the offers. Remember, Jerry Kushner's company out of New York City tried to buy him. There was so much protesting that fell through. So, okay, somebody already used some. Okay, you may be all right. Go to the McCormick website. check the dates and the serial numbers and all that stuff, you may be okay. So just check it out. Go to McCormick Seasonings website, and all the information should be there, and all 32 states that are involved. Okay. We hope everybody's going to be okay, because you don't want to get, salmonella, and that's a real bad gastrointestinal situation going on. But the Baldwin Hills Mall, you guys, a local group put together the money, got the money, raised the money, and the company that owns the mall, they declined it. They went with a company that's backed by a Russian oligarch. So listen, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. The Baldwin Hills Mall, they want to do a hotel over there, office spaces, retail, and listen, there's not a lot of retail in the mall right now because there's not a lot of foot traffic. The food court is still open. Really, me and Mahogany was probably the only people that's going up there when it was pre-pandemic, keeping the mall afloat. You got Baldwin Hills, you got View Park, you got Baldwin Hills, View Park, all of these affluent areas right next door, and people would pass the mall up and go to the Grove and the Beverly Center. So, people complain about gentrification, but the question is, are you shopping at your local mall? It is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna keep our eye on the mall situation, though. I knew they were not gonna put that, even though it was the highest bid. I knew they were not gonna put that kind of control into the community's hands for that mall. I knew that. Okay, so Rihanna. Okay, what about Rihanna? She's gonna be coming out with a perfume from the 15. Okay, listen, Rihanna. Girl, is the perfume out? We have a lot on our plate today, Rihanna. We love you, icon. Okay, so she got perfume coming out. Rihanna, call us, girl, when the perfume come out. Okay? Riri, we love you, icon. She got some perfume coming out, y'all. The perfume ain't out yet. With the boosting sales of Amazon, malls, strip malls, all of these malls are really just suffering. People just are not mall shopping the way we used to. Even Macy's and Sears are holding on by a thread. You really don't have to leave your house to shop anymore. If you want to go to the mall, you can. But whatever you need, Amazon, they have it. Then you have places like Wish and Wayfair and Child. Listen, we love you, Riri. But since we got a lot on our docket today, call us when the perfume come out, okay? Okay. So the number one story that's still trending right now, y'all, is the baby. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I was on earlier talking about it. We've heard some things from Demi Lovato. But now, the narrative is going towards, from the supporters of this madness, freedom of speech, freedom of speech. And they don't understand, this is not about freedom of speech. This is about hate speech and people pushing back on hate speech. I really think there's a whole generation of people that do not understand HIV, AIDS, the AIDS crisis, what happened, what went down, because people just don't tell. They don't teach it the way it should be taught. They don't know that the Reagan administration sat on their hands for 5, 6, 7 years while people died. They don't know that. They don't know people like Jennifer Holliday talk about how their whole phone book, all of their friends died. Everybody in their phone book was gone on Broadway. They don't talk about, they don't know that, families were not picking up bodies. When the coroners would make the notification, their family would say, you keep them. People died alone in hospitals. People, the trays were left outside of the doors. And how can a person that's weak get up and go and get the food tray? Black churches would not even have a funeral of a person that died from AIDS. So I think people, they can't know the history because they wouldn't make this about free speech. They will understand that what was said was foul. There's so much I could go on and on and on and on. There was so much discrimination against people who were living with the virus because when it first came out, it was called GRID. It was the gay plague, the gay disease. It was called GRID. It didn't morph into AIDS until much later when people started saying, okay, wait a minute, this ain't just a gay disease because it was localized to a few men, a few gay men. And then when they realized that this is something that's affecting everybody, then that's when, okay, let's look into this a little further. Whew, it's a lot, but I can't forget everybody that has left an indelible mark on my heart. Sylvester, young man by the name of Ryan White, so many people, and so many people gave it a face, either by proxy or by force or voluntarily, gave it a face. Liberace, Rock Hudson, Magic Johnson, gave it a face. Let me move on because I'll get caught up in the rapture. Listen, there's a public safety alert for any of, no matter where you live. This happened in the Inland Empire out near Corona, Ontario, all up into there. But there was a shooting yesterday at the movie theater. The movie theater says that there were only 6 tickets sold. Okay. The gunman was in the theater, shot 2 people during a movie called The Purge that's out right now. Like I said, I saw one Purge and that was enough for me. It was very disturbing. One night every year, people get to go out and just kill anybody randomly. There's no 911, there's no ambulance, there's no police, just kill anybody you want. One night only. So that one Purge I saw was enough for me. But somebody shot a young woman and shot a young man. One of the people that was shot is deceased and one is clinging to life. At a showing of The Purge, this was a midnight showing. So, a lot of times late at night, it's not a lot of people in the theater. Like I said, the movie theater said only 6 tickets were sold. So I'm trying to figure out, we don't know what happened to the other 3 people, but the gunman, we just learned before I came on the air, has been arrested. And the police are saying that they don't have a correlation just yet to the movie and the violence. Listen. The movie is called The Purge, where you shoot anybody you want. Somebody just shot anybody they want. Robbery, what was the motive? Okay, y'all can't, this is not a case for Columbo. And that's why I'm telling the Top Squad and all of my viewers, look, if y'all going to the movies to see this mess, just be careful. Sit near an exit. I wouldn't go at all. We have a disturbing story out of Ames, Iowa. There are two school officials. I saw one of the pictures of the men. One of the men was African American. I'm not sure what the race of the other person was. But this is very disturbing, very disturbing. Viewer discretion advised. 2 school officials from the Ames, Iowa school district reportedly was molesting, we don't know if it was a male or a female. It just says child or a young adult. They were molesting a child or a young adult and 13 years old. When the police went out to serve a search warrant on the first person, that person had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. When they went to go serve the search warrant on the other school official, they heard a pop and that person had died. So we have 2, it's very disturbing. We have 2 people that did not want to go to justice, that off themselves committed suicide before they can be judged by a jury of their peers. So we are praying for everybody involved, the victims and all of the students at this school district, because, you send your children to school to learn, all of this other stuff. You're like, baby, listen, what is this all about? You know, why can't my baby just go to school and learn? But these are, signs of the times. But yeah, two officials have committed suicide because they didn't want to face the music. Like I said, one man, I saw his picture. He was an African American man. We don't know the race of the other person. Maybe I'll try to get that and find out and get it to you later, Ty Squad. Okay, so our people of the day, I wasn't able to talk about it yesterday because so much was going on with the baby. But our people of the day, our persons of the day, are the men that spoke on Capitol Hill yesterday for the January 6th commission. Those men were so noble and their words are so touching to me because, you go to work and then to deal with that, to have that happen, and then you got people like Kevin McCarthy and all these, Republican senators that didn't even listen to the testimony, didn't even tune in, because they don't want to admit the truth that it was an insurrection, there was a riot on January 6th. So we salute those Capitol Hill police officers, many of which are suffering from PTSD and all kinds of other mental traumas and will need counseling for the foreseeable future. We're praying for them because that was just a horrible, horrible thing to go through at your job. And then you have Congress, you have senators that are just, oh, it was just a regular, people were just up at the Capitol. It was a regular tour. Like, it's insulting, y'all. It was insulting for them to sit up and play games and semantics like that, So those are our persons of the day, the men, and I'm sure there are women that were there fighting valiantly on the Capitol. Listen, we haven't seen nothing like this since, not on our democracy, probably since the 1900s, the early 1900s, the early 1800s. We haven't seen anything like this since the Civil War, y'all, where people, your own citizens, are trying to overthrow the government. And when you think about it, if Nancy Pelosi had been found, they had a noose out there, they had a rope, they wanted to hang Maxine Waters and Mike Pence. They were going to kill people. So when you think about it, it's actually scary. So we're going to be following the January 6th commission. They are heroes. They deserve some compensation. You compensate everybody else. You give money to countries that don't even give a damn about us. Give them men some compensation for their valiant efforts on January 6th. Our idiot of the day, hey, Tim Hall of the day is Candace Owens. I hate bringing her up. I really do. She's like just fecal matter with flies on it to me, Girl, I was debating, should I even put you on the docket, Candace? You are a disgrace. Harriet Tubman, Ida B. Wells, Sojourner Truth, they're probably turning over in their graves. Listen, can we get to some lighter fare, y'all? Let's get to some lighter fare because this is a lot going on. Okay, so Kelly Clarkson from American Idol fame, y'all, has a judge has awarded her, I guess, ex-husband $200,000 a month and I got the hiccups. $200,000 a month and monthly support, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all need to be careful of these people y'all are jumping in bed with, falling in love with, and marrying. Who was that the other day we reported on? 300,000. Dr. Dre. Y'all, this ain't no little chump change. $200,000 a month she got to pay this man. Remember Monique, Academy Award winner Monique? when she divorced her first husband, Patti LaBelle. These people took some lovely, you know, subtractions. $200,000 a month for monthly spousal support. Do you know what I could do with $200,000 a month? Uh-oh, my docket fell. Okay, it's all right. I'm gonna turn it around on the ground because you know I'm a bad bee. I can't bend over and get it right now because I'm live. My docket fell. Um, I'm a bend down and look at it. Okay, I know what my last two stories are. Okay, so Linda, this is live. Things happen. Make sure it's taped up there real good next time, Tyesse. Linda Blair, you remember her from The Exorcist. Linda Blair says that she will not be in the Exorcist reboot. She won't be in the Exorcist reboot. I don't blame her. I mean, listen, it was a lot of people that died from mysterious forces. Mysterious forces. And the last Exorcist, the first Exorcist, Linda, girl, don't go up there. Can y'all tell Linda don't walk around there? She said she ain't gonna be in that mess. Remember the first Exorcist, you know, she was talking about, honey, no. Linda, stay at home. Tyesse told you to stay at home. You remember the first movie y'all was in, people was dropping like flies, lamps was falling on their heads, chandeliers, mysteriously. Girl. So the door is open. The door is open. Not that Linda, not Linda Wilson. Y'all are the best. Not Linda Wilson. Linda Blair. Linda. Linda Wilson will tell you, girl, don't go around there messing with them demons and spirits. Okay, so our last story goes into our word for the day, so it all blend together. Okay. The women of Sex and the City, I guess they're doing a Sex and the City reboot season 2. They say the door is still open, Kim Cattrall, for you to join Sex and the City. Okay, this is going to lead to my word for the day. So if you want to do it, Kim Cattrall, they say, girl, you're more than welcome to come on down if the price is right. Okay, so Sheba, hit me with my word for the day. It's time. The word for the day is follows. Be comfortable with your decisions. A lot of times, y'all, there's a season for everything. There's a season for you to do something. Ecclesiastes says there's a time for everything. And it's a whole list. A time to die, a time to cry, a time to mourn, a time to jump, whatever. Be mindful, you guys, that there's a time for everything. And you don't have to go back to something just because you have a history with it. You ain't got to go back to a man because you got history with him. Thank you, nephew, for the cash app. I appreciate it. You don't have to go back to a job because, well, you know, all my friends work up there. I want the child to be very comfortable when God gives you a release, because that's what gives you the release. God gives you a release, or the Holy Spirit moves you forward. There's no pressure to go back. I don't care how great it was, what happened. When you're moved on and you move forward, I heard TD Jake said the other day that, you know, his old house, he has a lot of memories at that house. He said, but once he sold it, he said, I don't go by that. I don't drive by there. He said he never went back. I sold it. Why? He said, I made a good profit off of it. Why would I go back to it? People, some of y'all have it real bad that you have to stick with people, stick with situations just because. Well, you know, my mama went to this church. My grandmama went to this church. Big mama went to this church. So that's why I go to this. Girl, you've been wanting to leave that church. You don't have to stick with something just because. That's the word for the day. Feel comfortable and knowing that it's okay. I've moved on. I ain't no hard feelings. It ain't no shade. Kim Cattrall, girl, don't feel no kind of way. You have moved the hell on. When you leave something, when you leave a job, a house, a relationship, a friendship, honey, there was a reason why you left it. There's no need for you to go back. There's no need for you to recapitulate and reminisce. You know, some of y'all in relationships got a wonderful husband, got a wonderful man, and sometimes you find yourself thinking about your old piece that was horrible. Why is that? Why are you thinking about him? He didn't bring his paycheck home on Fridays. He didn't bring his paycheck home, talked to you horribly, went away 3-4 days without coming home, and you sitting up in the kitchen thinking about him, and you got a good husband and provider right there in the living room. Y'all better get clear, honey. When I saw that, they're trying to make Kim Cattrall all kind of offers to come back to Sex in the City. She's moving on, y'all. She's gone. Leave her alone. Find a new woman to fill her spot. Hear me good, Ty Squad. Because what we do is this, y'all. Here's what we do. We go back, we fall back in these situations. We go back to the old man, the old woman, the old job. We go back to the old house. And then you wind up in a bad situation. And then next thing you know, you call everybody asking for prayer. Some stuff is self-inflicted. Some stuff is avoidable. Can we talk? Can we really talk? I always say, this ain't a case for Cagney and Lacey, y'all. Move on. When God gives you a release from a ministry, from a person, a relationship, a job, a house, baby, you better do like CD did on the back of that train in the color purple and throw them gold coins out and punch it. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank y'all for your financial support. We appreciate it. I love you. I was on the Dante Show. The video's on my wall. There's some other footage or other lives that are on my wall that I've done in the last 24 hours. I thank you for your support. I'm about to relax, try to get something on my stomach. I'm not feeling 100%, but I push through because so many people on here are praying for me because I feel it. I feel it sometimes. But I am here, and I am. What's a blessing is, you guys, is that I'm in a good space mentally, in my mind. So that's a good place. No matter how you may feel physically, honey, this mind is all that matters. It starts and ends in that mind. So I'm in a good place mentally. I can get past the stomach, whatever this is, but once this mind is messed up, y'all, it's a whole other ball game. So I'm in a good place, blessed spiritually, mentally. So that's all that matters, okay? Listen, enjoy your Wednesday. I will see everybody tomorrow night for Tyesse After Dark. It is Wednesday. There's a lot on TV. Check it out. I just subscribed to BET Plus. So I'm going to watch Rock. Rock is on BET Plus. Great show that was out of Baltimore about a trash man and his family. I'm about to binge watch me some Rock. I hope you have a great day. Thank y'all for tuning in. Sending love to Sheba and her son. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you.
What's up, Ty Squad? Thank you guys for watching today's episode of the Tyesse Report. This episode is brought to you by Pyro Media Network. Pyro Media Network is a Black-owned business focused on providing a safe space for creators and entrepreneurs. We have helped companies, businesses, and brands navigate the biggest communication shift in over 500 years, social media and the internet. If you or someone you know would like to have your brand or business go to the next level, please visit www.pyromedianetwork.com. Please don't forget to follow Tyesse on IG at _Tyesse_report and like on Facebook at facebook.com/The Official Tyesse Report. And if you're enjoying the Tyesse Report, please consider watching Tyesse After Dark, airing every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Tyesse Report, Tyesse After Dark, and the Tyesse Jackson brand wouldn't be here without your support. To continue to show your support, please feel free to donate via Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, or PayPal. The information is below. All right, Ty Squad, see you on the next.